Where are all the spiritually evolved men? I hear this question a lot. It comes up in conversations with friends, in comments online, and honestly, in those quiet moments of reflection. People are searching. They are looking for partners, friends, and leaders who bring a different kind of energy to the world. But before we can find them, we have to understand what we're even looking for. What does it mean for a man to be spiritually evolved? It's not about being perfect. It's not about spending all day meditating on a mountaintop or renouncing all worldly possessions. It's far more real and accessible than that. It's about a journey inward that reflects outward in his actions. A spiritually evolved man is someone who has done the work. He has looked inside himself at both the light and the shadow. He understands his own emotions. He doesn't run from his anger or his sadness. Instead, he sits with it. He tries to understand where it comes from. This self-awareness is his foundation. It allows him to be present, truly present, in his interactions with others. He listens not just to respond, but to understand. He is deeply connected to his purpose, his why, and this purpose guides his decisions, big and small. It's a quiet strength, a calm confidence that doesn't need to be loud or boastful. This man practices compassion, starting with himself. He knows he will make mistakes, and he forgives himself, which allows him to extend that same grace to others. He isn't trapped by his ego. He can admit when he's wrong. He can celebrate the success of others without feeling threatened. His masculinity isn't fragile, it's flexible and resilient. He understands that true strength lies in vulnerability, in the courage to be open and honest about his feelings and his struggles. He sees the interconnectedness of all things and feels a sense of responsibility not just for himself, but for his community and the world. So, being spiritually evolved is really about a commitment to growth. It's about choosing consciousness over conditioning. It's about asking bigger questions. What is my impact? How can I serve? How can I be a better human today than I was yesterday? It's a continuous process, not a destination you arrive at. This man isn't a finished product. He is a work in progress, and he embraces that journey with humility and an open heart. He leads with love, not with fear. He finds his power not in controlling others, but in empowering them. This is the energy so many of us are searching for. The qualities of a spiritually evolved man are not just nice to have, they are essential for building a better world. Think about our relationships. In a partnership, a man who is emotionally intelligent and self-aware creates a space of safety. He can navigate conflict with grace because he's not just reacting from a place of ego or defensiveness. He is capable of deep intimacy because he's not afraid of vulnerability. He can be a true partner, sharing the emotional load, celebrating your wins as his own, and supporting you through challenges without trying to fix you. This kind of partnership becomes a source of incredible growth and joy for both people involved. Now, let's zoom out and look at society. We are living in a time of great division and rapid change. The old models of leadership, based on dominance, competition, and aggression, are failing us. They lead to conflict, burnout, and a deep sense of disconnection. A spiritually evolved man offers a different kind of leadership. He leads with empathy. He makes decisions that consider the well-being of the whole, not just the benefit of a few. He inspires collaboration instead of commanding control. Imagine workplaces, communities, and even governments led by people who prioritize purpose and compassion over profit and power. It would fundamentally change everything. These men are also powerful role models for the next generation. Young boys are often taught a very narrow and rigid definition of what it means to be a man. They are told to suppress their emotions, to be tough at all costs, and to value strength above all else. A spiritually evolved man shows them a different way. He demonstrates that strength and sensitivity can coexist. He teaches them that it's okay to cry, to ask for help, and to be gentle. He models a healthier, more holistic form of masculinity that frees boys from the restrictive man box and allows them to become their full, authentic selves. Ultimately, the presence of spiritually evolved men raises the vibration of everyone around them. Their calmness is contagious. Their compassion inspires others to be kinder. Their commitment to growth encourages us all to look inward. When a man heals himself, he helps heal his family, his community, and the world. He breaks generational cycles of trauma and pain. He replaces them with cycles of love, awareness, and conscious living. This is why the search for these men is so important. We need their energy. We need their leadership. We need their heart to help us build a more beautiful and connected future. So, we agree we need them. But where are they? It's a common feeling that spiritually evolved men are a rare species, almost mythical. The truth is, they are often hiding in plain sight. They might not be the loudest person in the room or the one with the most followers on social media. Their evolution is often quiet, expressed through their daily actions rather than grand pronouncements. We might not be seeing them because our society still tends to celebrate the aggressive, ego-driven archetypes of success. The media we consume, the leaders we are shown, they often don't reflect these deeper, more internal qualities. Think about the man who volunteers at the local animal shelter every weekend, not for recognition, but because he feels a deep connection to living beings. Or the father who leaves work on time every day to be present for his children's dinner and bedtime stories, prioritizing connection over climbing the corporate ladder. This is a spiritually evolved man in action. Think of the friend who calls you just to listen, who holds space for your struggles without offering unsolicited advice or judgment. He is practicing the deep empathy that is a hallmark of spiritual maturity. These men exist, and they are all around us. The reason it feels like there aren't enough of them is partly due to societal conditioning. For generations, men have been discouraged from doing this inner work. Expressing vulnerability or focusing on emotional growth has often been seen as unmanly. Therefore, many men who are on this path do it quietly, perhaps even secretly, for fear of judgment from their peers. They may not fit our stereotype of a spiritual person. To find them, we have to adjust our own lens. We need to start looking for qualities like kindness, humility, consistency, and a quiet sense of self-assurance rather than just charisma or material success. The good news is that spiritual evolution is a path open to every man. It doesn't require a special background or a dramatic life event. It starts with a simple, courageous choice, the choice to look inward. If you are a man wanting to start or deepen this journey, begin with curiosity. Start asking yourself questions. What truly matters to me? When do I feel most alive? What are my values, and am I living in alignment with them? Don't worry about having all the answers right away. The power is in the act of asking, of turning your attention from the outer world to your inner landscape. A powerful next step is to develop a practice of stillness. This doesn't have to be an hour of silent meditation. It can be just 5 minutes every morning. You can simply sit and focus on your breath. You can go for a walk in nature without your phone. The goal is to create a small gap in the constant noise of daily life, a space where you can hear your own inner voice. This practice of mindfulness helps you become an observer of your thoughts and feelings rather than a slave to them. It's in this space that self-awareness begins to blossom. Another crucial piece of the journey is connection, but not just any connection. Find people who you can be truly honest with. This could be a trusted friend, a brother, a men's group, or a therapist. The old idea that men must handle everything alone is one of the most damaging myths of modern masculinity. Sharing your struggles and your wins with others who won't judge you is incredibly healing. It teaches you that you are not alone in your feelings and gives you the strength to face your challenges. Vulnerability shared in a safe space is a superpower. Finally, Shift your focus from getting to giving. Find a way to be of service. This doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can be as simple as truly listening to your partner at the end of the day. It can be mentoring a younger person at work. It can be helping a neighbor. When we act in service to others, we step outside of our own ego. We connect with a purpose larger than ourselves. This is the heart of a spiritual life. The journey is not easy, but it is the most rewarding one a man can take. It is the path to becoming not just a good man, but a whole man.